Hello everyone, welcome to Zenith Integral Academy, and today's tutorial we are going to be looking at how to find the derivation of cos inverse of s, which is one of the basic inverse trigonometrical functions that we have. In the first tutorial we are able to look at the derivation of sine inverse of x, and we said if we should find the y/ds of sine inverse of s, we are going to be having 1 all over square root of 1 minus s squared. So in today's one, we are going to be looking at that of cos inverse of s. So let's get started. So the first thing we need to do whenever we want to find the derivation of cos inverse of s is to let a variable. You can say let y to be equal to cos inverse of x. So if y should be equal to cos inverse of x, for me to remove this inverse function and transfer my cos to y, I'm going to be having cos y to be equal to x. So if x should be equal to cos y, the next step is to take the differentiation of both sides. I'll differentiate my x with respect to y, and that is going to give me dx all over dy. If I should differentiate cos y, I'm going to be having minus sine y. And whenever we have to take the derivation, it means I'm asked to find the y/ds. And for me to do that, I have to take the reciprocal of both sides. So you say taking the reciprocal of both sides, we will have the y all over the x to be equal. If I should take the reciprocal of sine y, I'm going to be having minus 1 all over sine y, and that is going to give me my y/ds. But don't forget that we are asked to differentiate cos inverse of x. Now I have already found my dy/dx, but it is in terms of sine y. So let's apply the knowledge of what we know from trigonometrical identities, so that my function is going to be in terms of x as well. So we say from trigonometrical identities, we know that cos square y plus sine square y is going to give me what? 1. So in making my sine square y the subject of the equation, I'm going to be having sine square y to be equal to 1 minus cos square y. That is, if I should transfer cos y to the right hand side, I'm going to be having this. And since I know that my cos y is what? X. So anywhere I see cos square y, I'm going to be having, that is, if s is equals to cos y, then s square will be equals to what? Cos square y. So anywhere I see cos square y, I'm going to replace it with s square. So I'm going to be having sine square y to be equal to 1 minus s square. And since I want to make sine y the subject of the equation, I'm going to be having sine y to be equal to square root of 1 minus s squared. Since I've already gotten the value of sine y to be equal to square root of 1 minus s squared, substitute this value into equation 1. Substitute sine y, which is equals to square root of 1 minus s squared, into equation 1, and that is going to give me the y/ds to be equal to minus 1 all over square root of 1 minus s squared. So meaning whenever I'm asked to find the derivative, the d of the x of cos inverse of s, is going to give me minus 1 all over square root of 1 minus s squared. Quite easily demonstrated. Thank you very much.